Brother Sam may have been able to survive Dexter's table, but will he survive the multiple gunshot bullets that he took in this episode? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. It's Season 6, Episode 5. This one is called The Angel of Death, but I think Brother Sam may have received the kiss of death because it didn't look too good for him as the episode came to an end, just laying there bloodied in his little garage.
Levered in lead. He'll need to make the greatest prayer of all time to survive this. I mean, he could, but I'd be flabbergasted if Brother Sam somehow walked out episode 5 alive. I mean, it wasn't 1 or 2, it was 3, 4, 5 in vital areas for the big man.
Alright, so he's going to need to be praying really hard to God. Speaking of two guys that pray to God, Travis and Gellar, they are on the hunt again, and they need to find a whore of Babylon, yeah, for their next Book of Revelation scenario. So, I mean, I think it's different so far. We've not really seen villains like this that are basically trying to bring the end of the world. I mean, he is called the Doomsday Killers, Gellar, so...
No, it's good seeing. I like the fact it's two different killers, and it's like, psychologically. It's not just a case of people killing for the sake of it. There's a reason behind it, rather than their own sick reason. I like Gellar and Big Travis.
Yeah, so we see Detective Anderson. He's done more research on the latest Revelation victim, and we're in the briefing room and all that stuff. Dexter, he's found out some secret stuff that obviously he isn't going to tell Deb. Feels guilty about it, but he wants to find the Doomsday Killers for himself. And I mean, you actually wonder how many more killers could this department had found if Dexter was actually on their side and wanted to find people.
Yeah, and you know what? It's correct that guys like Mike Anderson catch on to Dexter in this episode. He's like, you're too good to be a lab geek. Dexter is. Like...
Alright, we have alarms and crazy sounds and all that stuff going off. But yeah, Mike Anderson, he seems competent, doesn't he? He seems like someone that... I think he should be the top of this department. You know, about Debra bringing him in as a detective. Maybe he should be a lieutenant.
No, I think he should. You know what? It's not just because he's the same shade as Dokes, but I feel like him and Dokes, they have... I mean, I know he's only appeared in a few episodes, but he's like a more cool, calm and collected version of Dokes, this guy. Don't know if he'll catch on to Dexter, but he did pretty quickly here, didn't he?
Yeah, we have a new intern. Ryan's gone. She's out of here. She's replaced by Lewis Green, who is now working alongside Masuka, and he's helped Masuka erase the evidence of the ice truck killer. The hand is gone. There's no proof that it was ever sold online. So, yeah, that's going to be missing from the evidence department, but Masuka never signed it out, so he's pretty happy with his new buddy, who's also erased all porn on his laptop as well, and Masuka was like, oh yeah, dead on. So there's no proof that he's been on any dodgy websites in work.
There hasn't been, but I tell you what, I think with this hand getting took out of the evidence lot, I think there's a bigger fish to fry here at the end of it. I don't think this is the last of Masuka. I could see him panicking a wee bit later on this season.
Yeah, Quinn wants the wedding ring back from Debra, which I think he's entitled, the engagement ring. I mean, if somebody doesn't say yes, they probably should give you the ring back, shouldn't they?
Absolutely.
She calls Jamie, wanting her to find it. She's busy looking after Harris, and we get a wee bit of beef here between Jamie and Debra, living together. Yeah, maybe don't really like each other, possibly, who knows?
Well, don't really like each other, but is it... I mean, it's kind of uncalled for both of them, isn't it, at the end of the day, but... Jamie Batista, no backing down from the LT.
No, Sam, he gets his, he reports to the station because his garage has been shot up, and Dex on him arrange a wee visit later on. We're going to bond over some beer, maybe bond over God as well, maybe not, who knows. Dex then goes to a museum and he spots Travis in a video, an instructional video, so he kind of figures out, that's the guy I need him. But the person there is not really helpful, won't reveal who Travis is.
You tend to notice that most of these people involved with art are just ignorant bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, Anderson then calls Dexter to a double homicide scene, and within minutes, Dexter's able to figure out what happened, and he even found the murder weapon, which was underneath the woman that had shot herself. Anderson's impressed, and at this point he's thinking, you're too good. You're more than just a lab geek.
How'd you end up in this shit department? That's my sister, Mike Anderson.
Yeah.
Debra. I mean, how did Mike Anderson no catch on? They're a bit of detecting your own. Last name's both Morgan. Come on, buddy.
Come on, man. We've got Travis and Gellar. They're at the nightclub looking for the next victim, but Gellar says, my face is in the newspaper. I'm connected. They've labelled me the Doomsday Killer, so you're going to have to go and find the next victim on your own. So, Travis, I don't know, is he able to do so?
We'll find out. No, he's not, because he tries to kidnap a woman. He's in the middle of grabbing her, and these three guys jump off the boat. Hey, get away from her, you creep! And Travis tucks his tail between his legs and fucks off.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a good plan. I think the woman was drunk. He tried to grab her, but unlucky for him, three guys were coming and he ran. I wouldn't really fancy Travis against three guys.
No.
Or Gellar, for that matter.
I mean, honestly, he was struggling against this woman, so...
Yeah, Dexter and Sam then hang out. Dexter reveals that his mother died at 3, and he talks about the darkness. He actually opens up to brother Sam.
Darkness to the top.
It's a bit weird to see Dexter be so open about this.
But this is a man of God. The cloth. He's not going to tell anyone else about it, is he?
Yeah, Sam...
Maybe Dexter gunned him down.
Yeah, Sam thinks that Dexter could use the power of God to get past this darkness, but Sam obviously sees a lot of good in Dexter. I wonder what he would say if he knew Dexter was planning on killing him a few episodes ago.
He probably wouldn't like that, but brother Sam, right, he's all about rehabilitation and all about giving convicts a second chance. There would be no situation where I think this guy would like Dexter killing people.
No, 100% not, no.
Like, I'd say there's more chance of, like... I would say there's literally more chance of everybody in the department alright with what Dexter does rather than fucking brother Sam.
Yeah, no, I agree. We see Quinn and Batista. They are with one of Gellar's former students, and Quinn and her seem to do pretty well, and he goes back to her place. Batista not really impressed. It's like, this is a potential witness that you're sleeping with here, but Quinn doesn't care. He just wants to get laid.
It probably won't be a witness, so he tells Batista, but when Batista goes to pick him up in the morning, it's going to be a witness, isn't it? Because all the drawings are in a book by Big Gellar, and it's pretty much written out exactly what's happened this season.
Yeah, pretty much, right. Deb is doing some work, and Harrison comes to say goodnight, and she's got all these, like, crime scene photos on the ground, and Jamie's like, Deb, you shouldn't be doing that here. She says, well, you shouldn't have him on this side of the apartment. She claims that he just wanted to say goodnight to his aunt, and they're both bickering. Dexter comes in, and he's like a neutral. He doesn't want to really piss anybody off. He sends Jamie home and then tells Debra she needs to be more careful. Just seems like these two are not really best of friends.
Dexter's house, man. He should have laid down the smackdown here. End of the day, though, the LT should not be in the spare room. It's a fucking lieutenant, man, in Miami PD. But thankfully for her, she gets a house.
Yeah, she goes with Mike Anderson, and she basically blackmails the guy. Says, here there's a double murder suicide in here, so you're gonna have to disclaim that if you want to rent this place out, and that could affect the cost. So Debra gets this place on the cheap, and she now has her own place, and she now doesn't need to live with Dexter anymore. Travis needs the help of Gellar. They're sitting in a car. They see this woman with her, I guess, significant other walking past, and Travis doesn't know if he could take him. He's like, he's pretty big, and and Gellar says, no one is bigger than God, and he just puts the foot down and smashes into them, and then Travis jumps out and sticks the woman in the boot. Good wee scene.
Pretty good, lad. Nobody's bigger than God or my meat parcel, brother. Fucking floors it. Good night. In the boot. What's going to happen? Well, it won't be good, whatever happens. Put it that way.
Yeah, Deb gets the engagement ring back, but she gives it to Quinn in his desk drawer, so I'm sure he'll find that. Why not just walk up and hand him it? I don't know. Would it be awkward? I mean, maybe.
Well, I guess he's not there.
True. Dexter then is waiting for Travis in the back of his car, and he slips the wire through his throat, and Dexter here, he doesn't really want to... He blames Gellar. He doesn't think that Travis meets the code, because Travis says he doesn't kill anybody, and that Gellar's the one that does the killing.
But the problem is, though, at this stage of the game, Dexter's killed a lot of people that don't literally meet the code.
Yeah, so Dexter then pretty much tries to get information on Gellar. He finds out that Travis actually hasn't killed any of the murders. He's been too weak to commit the murders himself, so Dexter then just lets him go. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Maybe Dexter thinks he can keep a closer eye on Gellar. If Travis is alive, that might... I mean, at the end of the day, they're working as a duo. I don't agree with Dexter thinking Gellar deserves to die, but Travis gets off scot-free.
Yeah, but but he doesn't do the killing. But if you kidnap people for someone to kill, I mean, you're not exactly a great person, are you?
No, I mean, who gives a fuck if you're there and you're allowing someone to do the killing? Then just as guilty in my eyes. We see the next day when Travis jumps in his car, he's checking the back seat, paranoid that there could be another guy sitting in there waiting for him. Thought it was pretty funny. And then we see Sam open up his garage for the day, only to be gunned down by a shooter. He gets shot like multiple times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and episode ends with Sam just laying there, bleeding out. Not looking good for Sam.
I think it's over for Sam Al. I mean, he's dead. I remember when Lundy gets shot, I was like, nah, there's no way they'll kill Lundy. But then when his eyes were laid open, and there was a piss ton of blood.
I think he was already fucking dead by the time the episode ended.
Aye, and there's me thinking, episode 5, Frank Lundy might survive, but he's dead. Anyway, that's Sam. I think Sam's dead. You know what, though? I think it was too premature if he is gone.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. What are you giving it rating-wise?
I'll give it a 7. I enjoyed it.
I'll get a 7 as well, guys. Season 6, gets a lot of stick, gets a lot of hate. I don't think it's that bad. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.